Hey, hey, hey. While everybody comes into the room, I want to say hello and happy Tuesday to you all. I am going to be off the screen for the rest of this broadcast today because, we got a dental appointment tomorrow and this side of my face is huge. Yeah, it's huge. So I think part of my dental work went into the gum. I bit down on something a bit hard. But anyway, we are going to have a pretty nice lunch special. Just chit-chatting and talking. Nothing special, nothing scripted, although there are a couple of tabs that are open, so that we can talk about a couple of things that I want to talk to you about. With that said, I do hope that everybody has their afternoon snacks. If you've got any coffee, you may want to bring your coffee. But I'm going to be off the screen for the rest of the show because, well, this puffy side of my face is not too attractive. And this little mark came when I hugged a relative in Mississippi. And it started getting a little big and started feeling a little tingly. So believe it or not, to stop it, I thought to myself, what could this be? I didn't know what it could be. So I took a little bit of Dr. B's Paracleanse, put it on my finger, dripped it, put it on my finger, and I put it right there. And then shortly after that, that happened. So we got a willy bobo, and I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow to go see the dentist. But anyway, you guys, I do want to have a couple of conversations, and it's been a lot of stuff going on just recently. A lot of stuff. And I think that all of us are aware of a lot of stuff. And here goes my great disappearance. There's my great disappearance. I don't know how loud we are today, but I did look back at some of the other stuff. Vine Dressers Branch, hey. Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah, I was just home last week, as you may remember, relaxing a little, having a good time right there by the beach. And went in to see some family members, and the rest is history on that little mark on my face. But anyway, at least that worked. I mean, I didn't realize how potent that other stuff is. I just didn't get it. But anyway, Sandy Aaron, I want to say hi to you. I want to say hello to everybody else who's coming into the room. But listen, you guys, there's a lot of stuff that's shaking. I put up so much stuff. Now, let me tell you something. Let me come back to the screen for this one because I found this amazing. Yesterday, I uploaded several audios to Headlines with a Voice. But what you may not know is I have several that are still stored to be uploaded today. As a matter of fact, I've got one dealing with the bird flu. But there was one story that I had that I really thought everybody would be interested in. And so what I did is I bookmarked it. And then the first thing this morning, I come into my little office area and I go in to record the story. Ironically, the story was gone. Completely zapped. So, of course, I looked in Archive IS or whatever and tried to find it there. Couldn't find it. So what was the story about? Well, apparently it was about the true and real origin of one president that is in the news right now. About his family, about his mother, about his real true origin, and why some people ended up being, taken out, but not to lunch. And so they were apparently about to tell the story about where this guy came from, and I felt like, well, gee whiz, if it's on the web, then that must mean that it's public record, and I can chat about it, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to chat about it. I went back in here today to chat about it, and went over, clicked my little thing, and there it was gone. It was gone. However, it was written by a woman by the name of Mary Harbuck. And it was a WordPress, Mary Harbuck. So I went to go look for her, couldn't find her. And I said, well, it's probably a pseudonym. A lot of people don't want to put their real name out there. And so they will put, another name. Hello to Melvin Thomas, Marty Lauderdale, Charlie Sigler. How are you? I love you all. And so a lot of times people don't want to put their names out there, right? Or their real names. So maybe she put it backwards, forwards. Hey, William Craig. I got that from you. Thank you. And so I think that was you. I think that was somebody sent me something on one delicious additive that I love. So anyway, let me just tell you guys, I found the story, the exact same story, but it was written again by somebody else. So what really is going on with Vladimir Putin's past? I don't know. But according to the original story that I read, some pretty good stuff. So I don't know. I'm sort of cautious now as to whether or not I want to even read the story, since they went to such great lengths to zap it. And here's another part I'm telling publicly, that I could not find the audio that I had recorded on it, because I had recorded a portion and then I decided, well, let me just slow down on this because there's two big stories that I really do want to do, and I'll go on ahead and do this one tomorrow, which was today. And then the next one that I'm working on is sort of like me chasing something that I've been working on for about maybe a year. But now I have a conclusion to what I've been chasing for about a year. And so now I want to bring that up. You guys, Marty Lauderdale, am I 5x5 or is this extremely hot like it was the other day? It sounded like I was yelling. And so right now I'm trying to be a little bit more sedate so that it's not as loud. Because that the other day was like, oh my gosh, I sound like I was talking through a megaphone. A megaphone. Yes, I did. So anyway, that story was a bit much, but what am I? Okay, it's 5x5. Good. So I'll come down just a little bit, just a wee bit. Sounds great. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm drinking as much hot stuff as I can because, thank you, Marty, because this thing is a willy bobo. It's really a willy bobo. So anyway, it hurts. It does. It hurts. But yeah. So tomorrow, go see my dentist. They'll figure it out and we'll get it done. But this, thank goodness that I had that Dr. B's Paracleanse, because it had to be parasitic in nature because it's now like a little scab. But before, it started out as a little dot. Let me tell you how it happened. So I go up, she hugs me, we hug each other. She's tiny. Her forehead hit me here and she was coming from outside. So it was... she was steamy, right? She had steam on her, but I didn't know she had steam on her. And so her forehead hugged me here because it was just like the shoulder hug, but her forehead tapped me there. Not long after that, I noticed a little tingling, and it tingled and tingled. Then it got bigger. And I said, yo, wait a minute. What is this? So I got to Dr. B's Paracleanse, just dropped a little bit on my finger and I put it there and it stopped it. Oh, so what could that mean? I don't know, but I need to be more careful because I already knew. You know, it's amazing because you'll go into something thinking you already know what you're dealing with, so you need to be careful. But I didn't think about that. And I remember feeling that wetness of her face here. And I said, oh, wow. So I wiped like that. And sure enough, but it's healing up now. So that means that whatever's inside of them is really parasitic because that worked. All right, y'all. This is nothing serious. We're just checking. I have to check on you guys, right? Because I have so much other stuff that we're doing now, you guys. And I need you guys to hit me up and tell me what should we do. Because I did it. I did it to myself. I didn't ask y'all about it before I did it. Oops, dropped that mouse. But I didn't ask you guys. It was not the one that I'm using. That's the one that I hated. The one that had the batteries. The one that had the little batteries. This one is the one that I'm using now. And it has a cord. Has to be corded. But anyway, you guys, what should we do? We got too many channels. We got to pare some down. Inger Norman, hey sis, how are you? So we got to pare some down. This is just lunchtime, you guys. Nothing serious. We're just talking, catching up with each other, seeing how everybody is doing. Hey, Mark Schumann, how are you? It's good to see you, kind sir. So what do we do? So listen, we've got obviously headlines with a voice. We can't do anything. We have to be there because we've been adopted over there. But I've got all these others and I don't know what to do. I cannot get rid of this channel because this is my channel. Hey Oz, how you doing? So yeah, I'm hiding my face, Oz. I'm hiding behind here because I've got a willy bobo right here. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. But what should we do? I don't know what we should do. I don't think y'all either. Y'all don't know either. I sort of hate to say I just want to loose all the other channels and just stick to these two. But then we'll be here so infrequently, and then things will start to change with the algorithms, and we'll probably never grow because there won't be enough traction here. But being that we're only talking about, spiritual things over here and me checking in on you guys, it does make it infrequent. What do you guys think about if we just upload some like old-fashioned biblical history or old-fashioned history? Hold on. It's the man I married. Hold on. Hey, I'm live. Can I call you right back? Okay, bye-bye. All right, so here's the deal. What about if we just do that? Like take like old history and make videos here. And then we'll have our lives when we do lives, when Ronnie comes over or Lee Hill, my brother, comes over, or anybody else that has biblical content comes over, and we'll chat with them. I think that might work. I think that just might work because I miss doing the videos on this channel. I think we're going to do that. What do y'all think about that? Yay, no, thumbs up, thumbs down. I like the idea of Christian history. Me too, Mark Schumann. How about biblical Christian history, but religion or religious history? That's okay if it's infrequent on this channel, being as you want to keep it exclusively biblical. Yes. I will, Charlie. I will. I definitely will. Charlie, you should see him now. You know how I love the gray and black? He has, I started for him maybe 5-6 months ago, his twists that are now locks, and they are gray locks. Well, he's always had like a gray patch here around all of his black hair, right? My hair is opposite. I have a black patch in the center of all of my gray. So when this is done, you see a black patch in all the gray. So he and I are opposite, really weird. But now he has those gray locks in his head, and they're maybe like shoulder length. And I just think it's great. I think it's wonderful. And inside of his beard and mustache, it's all gray and black, and I just love it. Charlie Sigler, you know I love that. So he's doing good. So I think that's what we're going to do, you all. I think that's a great idea. That's okay if it's infrequent. This channel being as you want to keep it exclusively biblical. Yes, all things biblical, spiritual, religions, etc. on this channel sounds like a great idea. I agree with you. All of you who've given your input, from Mark Schumann to Marty Lauderdale, that's what we're going to do. So that way we can keep it going, because you know what will happen is once we slow down uploading, they slow down sending people to the channel. And we just got through talking about sort of helping to build it up. Hey, Amy, how are you? In your honor, even though it's 12:11 out here, I got my coffee. And it's a big mug. But I needed the heat on my jaw. Now that looks like more like a big bowl of coffee, don't it? That's a shame, isn't it? I know. But it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Okay, so you know what? The yays have it. And that's what we're doing. So get ready, because I enjoy doing pre-recorded things and uploading it. I enjoy putting the storyboard together and putting everything on. I enjoy that, and I miss that on this channel. If you go back and you look at some of the newsworthy stories, some of the things that I wish that I could take from here and put over on the other channel. You got your coffee jitters, Leaf Desi. That's good. That's good. So you're having your last cup of coffee, okay, for the day. All right. Marty Lauderdale says, Felicia, one thing I found difficult to keep up with was when last week you did really short videos and then ended the video and restarted a whole new one that is confusing for folks. Yes. You know what I think it was? Because I'm trying to adjust to that channel. You're talking about over at Headlines with a Voice, right, Marty? I'm trying to adjust with their pulse, And I'm testing this and testing that, starting one, letting it go, starting one, letting it go. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Oz. Well, we will definitely keep your husband in our thoughts, and we will definitely intercede for him, for those of us who are intercessors. If you don't mind, we will do that. If that's okay with you, we'll do that. I'm sorry to hear about that. However, what I was trying to do, Marty, was I was trying to fill them out. And now, the Common Sense Show, he does that, but that's what he's known for. Because a lot of them don't like the long stories. They're like, I really wish you just did the short stories like you used to. And they're right, because that's what they went over there for. But see, we're different people. And it's hard for me to just do that, because then when I do that, they're misunderstanding. Oh, yeah. And it does, Marty. It does. It does. Oh, what to do? You know what we need? We need to have another trivia for all of the members, and then we need to have another members meeting, because you guys give me such exceptional ideas and things that I'm able to implement and use, things that are helpful. A lot of people don't want to hear what other people have to say. I need to hear what other people have to say. Because it helps you, get your juices flowing, and it helps you get a lot of great ideas. Yes, I was talking about headlines. Yes, exactly. And I know that you are over there with me, Marty. And that's what I appreciate about those that have, that have been on this channel with us for a while, and they help us out on other channels. All of the mods that are able to help out everywhere. I love you guys. You guys don't have any clue. I be interceding for y'all like all kinds of times, because I need you all. You know what I mean? My girl Sandy, she's like, I call her straight up my armor bearer, because she and Marty and and Rachel, you guys are those sisters that are like from another mister. Y'all my sisters. Sarah Brown, I miss her. I know that she's been very busy, I would imagine. But that's another person that I just really love. And again, she's not been around much, because apparently a lot of folks are busy. A lot of these things that are going on right now have taken a lot of us, to different directions. And some people are working now. But Leaf Desi, Leaf Desi. Leaf Desi has been a rock, and she's been here. Yes, powerful, smart women, Charlie Sigler. That's right. And that's why I lean on them. You know what I mean? I lean on them. Deb Woods is another. I haven't seen her around much lately, but she's another sister that's strong. And I don't want no weak mamby-pambies around me. I want somebody who can, say, hey, that's not cool. Try X, or try this. Or I was watching this and I seen this, the same way that Marty just did. You know what? Those short ones that you were doing was sort of confused. I need that input. I don't want nobody around me. Oh, yes, it's a mighty fine thing you did it. Don't do that to me, because I ain't going to do that to you. If you have me in your life because you love who I am and you want me to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to hurt you, but I'm going to be honest. And I expect people to do the same for me. So with that said, I think that's what we're going to do. Marty says, short, concise videos are great. However, folks also like a longer stream, because that's where they come to converse with like-minded folks. The longer stream allows people to settle in the chat. I like it. So maybe we should just, hey, Tammy S., where you been, girl? Maybe we should just have a couple of days that we do live streams over there and post it so people know. I'm trying to figure this out, because with this channel and then the other channel and then the other channel and then the other two channels that y'all probably don't even know nothing about. I'm not even going to tell you the names of them again. Whoa, 5 channels. No wonder I ran away. Your girl, I put on my tennis and I was out of here. But today we are going to be live on a couple of other channels. Want to try to put out as much as I can today, because I don't know what they're going to do when I get to the dentist tomorrow to get rid of Willy Bobo. I don't know what they're going to do to get rid of Willy Bobo. I don't know. I know they're going to have to repair this dental work. I know that, but I don't know what else. So yeah, with that said, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to figure this whole thing out. But I like those ideas. Those are what we're going to do. And I know Ronnie's going to say, but didn't we talk about this? Yes, we talked about it, but not to this extent of what do I do over there? We put a blanket statement on it over there, but with the way that Marty just broke it down, see, with the way she just broke it down, you know, putting out those 2 points that people like. And you know what I've also noticed with what you're saying, Marty, we've actually earned some new subscribers over there. A large chunk left after Bettina passed on, and that's understandable. That is understandable. There was that transition before, in between when she passed and when I got the channel in late August, where they had the young man that was standing in her stead, and he, you know, bless his heart, was doing the best that he could, but they lost a lot. And since then, they're losing a lot because now YouTube sent out a message that said that they were going to start to purge that channel. They didn't send it to me for any other channel, but they did tell me for that channel that they were purging. And so what that means is if a person hasn't been there and they haven't watched, or they haven't, you know, tuned in, or maybe somewhere along the line they felt like it wasn't a real channel, they're purging them. So her subscriptions are going down, and that's to be expected. This is their platform. However, with that said, we have actually earned some subscribers. So to your point, Marty, I think it would behoove us to make sure that we have that live chat, because now that the comments are open, I'm thinking a lot of them will want to, I'm thinking that a lot of people would want to, especially the new folks, because they're not used to the old program. You know, they're not used to the channel having, when they joined us, they joined while the comments were open. When they joined us there, they joined us with us having lives. They weren't doing that before. So I like that idea. I love it. This is good. Let's see. Thank you, Mark. I'm having him watch. Very good. Tammy S. Girl, you know your hair is fly. Fly. Y'all are the best people to delve deep with. Yes. Everybody here is so chill and hilarious. Whoa, look at that. Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper's here with Charlie Sigler. Salt and Pepper's here. Salt, 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 salt. No wonder you blotted girlfriend, runaway YouTuber. I bolted. Yes, ma'am, I bolted. That's right. You said bolted. Yes, ma'am, I bolted. Girl, I bolted. I took off. Plus the grands. And their mom came out here, she just left a couple of days ago. And so she's decided, I want them to go to regular school. So the boys and she talked, and so they're going to go to regular school. I guess grandmother's teaching was a bit radical. Because your girl was telling them the straight up stone cold Austin truth. Yes, I was, baby. Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, 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 please do, because I definitely need it. I definitely need it. Just popped in. Hello, fine peeps. I, too, eyes to see 7-Eleven. What's going on with you? Yes. So we're not going to be here much longer, you guys. We're going to go ahead and get off. But let me see if there's something in these tabs that I have for the other live that I may be able to chat with you guys about. Because I thought that it was pretty amazing. Did you know that there was a giant 180-ton robot trucks that are digging for gold? Let's check that out, because I want to see that. I want to see it. So yeah, we're gonna just do one little story that I'm gonna share elsewhere. It's gonna be shared elsewhere. Do I want to do that one, or do I want to do the one about Elon Musk trying to pick a fight with Vladimir Putin, help him Lord? No, I think we're gonna do the robot trucks. You know why? Because there are some stories that we can see back in the day that they were saying that there were actual mining for gold. When we deal with Maureen Olsen, what's up, baby? When we deal with biblical things and we want to deal with religiosity or religious history, there are a few stories that talk about how those gods, whether it be Enki, Enlil, and all of the gods, prior to the whole conversation having, human beings here on the earth, okay? Let's just put that out there like that. They were saying that man was brought here to, this is what they were saying, we're talking about ancient religions, right? That's what we're talking about. They were saying that they brought man to mine for gold. So I think that this would do pretty good for us. So let's take a glance, shall we? I'm going to make this bigger, bigger, bigger so we can get into it. So that's, and I think it is because it's got the big robots, but they were saying people. So we see that they really do need gold. As we pointed out before here on this channel, we do know that they use gold in spaceships. We know that they use gold in all of those things that go up into the sky. All the stuff that goes up in the sky. Okay? All the stuff that goes up in the sky. There goes my baby. Hey, Sarah. Hi, y'all. It's beautiful here. I'm going to get a load of rock today. I love getting loads of rock. Like most women like jewelry. I always find Geo. It's good, girl. We were just talking about you. I was saying how we have, some strong women here that help keep me grounded and centered. Mentioned Sarah, mentioned our sweet dear, all of you guys are awesome. And talked about Deb Woods, all of y'all. I don't like no weak sisters. And every woman that comes through here, Inger Norman, all of y'all are the business. Leaf Desi, Peaches 141. Oh, all of y'all just the business. And I'm glad. So this story right here, you all, it says a mining outfit in Australia is making a big bet on big robots following a recent proof of concept at a gold mine. Mining contractor MACA, M-A-C-A, will retrofit a fleet of 100 very large vehicles to create one of the largest autonomous heavy equipment fleets in the world. Wow. Wow. Hey, Josh, I can hear you. It goes on to say that this is a pretty significant rollout on a proverbial canary in the gold mine of the sector's broader automation ambitions. With the world hungrier than ever for precious and rare earth metals, technology is increasingly called on to make mining operations more efficient and cost-effective while unlocking increasingly scarce resources. Powering the new rollout is autonomous heavy equipment company Safe AI. Okay, Safe AI. And it's an Australian partner, and it's Australian partner position partners. Yep. Position partners. All right. It says this new generation of autonomous heavy equipment technology is a major upgrade from the first generation retrofits, which had limited on-board processing power and took a long time to see ROI in most recent cases. Early versions of the autonomous vehicle technology in the sector also operated with closed legacy systems, preventing mixed fleets from communicating. So these industries, like mining, have had this tech for 20 years, but the lack of accessibility means it hasn't really taken off. So they weren't able to sort of make everything all get in one place, I would imagine. It says Autonomy 2.0 is changing that. AI powered and armed with multimodal sensors, these new systems have significant onboard processing power to reduce network reliance and enable fast decisions. It's also open, interoperable, and vehicle agnostic, meaning that the like Safe AI's retrofit autonomy can be applied to any vehicle at pretty much any age and from any manufacturer. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? This technology is a game changer for our business, our customers, and our industry, explains Shane Clark, MACA's General Manager of Estimating and Technical Services. Safe AI's versatile, scalable solution is unmatched in our industry right now and has profound implications for site safety, efficiency, and cost effectiveness. We expect to see quick take-up from our customers as they begin to see the tremendous impact of this technology. So I wonder who their customers are. This means greater scalability, like this 100 truck agreement to accelerate the rollout of the autonomous equipment for industries that are ready. One big benefit of autonomy is that it creates safer working conditions for on-site workers. Well, that means you're going to use less workers, I would imagine. Pretty much like it was with the hamburger stuff. Remember, we had the hamburger one arm, only need one arm to pass it through the window. It says, of course, it also means that extractive industries, is that what that is? Extractive. I think that's what that is. That extractive industries like mining are becoming increasingly efficient. As personal computing and battery technologies increasingly drive demand for mined resources, automation technologies are propelling those industries to ever greater capabilities, a cycle that warrants increasing vigilance. Isn't that amazing, though, if you think about that? So you're going to get all of these machines like earth movers. Boy, that's what I call a greedy. That's what I call greedy. So what are they doing with all the gold? There's the question. What's happening with all the gold? What are they going to do? Anybody? I'm wondering. That sounds amazing to me. I don't get it. I get it, but I don't understand. Yeah, I do. I mean, I think where my mind is going is where I don't want it to go. I don't want it to think that they're really digging for gold so they can. Oh, wow. I wonder where they're going to use this. Are they going to be using it in Africa? California? Where are they taking it, and who's behind it? I get that it's an Australian company, but who is working in tandem with the Australian company? So like I said in the very beginning, there were some stories, and you can find those stories. There's a few people that you can look for those stories where they talked about mankind being created to mine gold. Now we know that, we know truth. I'm just telling you what they say. That's all. Yeah, sips coffee slowly. I didn't tell the truth. I gulped it. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I want to know, in tandem with it being Australia, which Australia has been used on a lot of different fronts to cover a lot of things, even that the United States is doing. If you guys remember, we did the story about a year ago where the United States was paying money for the Australians to factor in the parasites with the military. Do you remember that? And it was our money that we were giving over there to see what happens. I'd be amazed to find out where all of our money really does go when it leaves and when we have them sign those large bills. I felt like the money that they gave out last year was hush money. I really do. I felt like everything that was going on for the past couple of years where stimulus was concerned was really, really, really just hush money. Take this $2,000 and be content and be quiet. Okay? And then what did we end up doing? Well, we end up seeing all the money just float on. Float on, float on. I don't know if y'all remember that song or not. Y'all might not know nothing about that right there. Hello, my name is Larry. And I'm a Cancer. Y'all probably don't remember them songs. Sarah Brown says that if the bankers didn't manipulate the price of commodities, especially gold and silver, they could pay their workers a fair wage and benefit the community. But they keep it low to make the dollar strong, which we know is not even worth toilet paper anymore. It's going to prove out in a minute. Marty Lauderdale says, hi, it's Sarah Brown. I like rocks too and love working outside, pulling weeds, etc. My back doesn't like it though. I joke. My back is allergic to housework. That was a good one, wasn't it? That was a good one. And we love you too, Oz. Sarah Brown says, it makes me angry that Wall Street bankers get to decide the price of commodities that people actually expend labor to produce. All commodities, absolutely. Absolutely. Maureen Nelson says, maybe it's in Fort Knox. Well, I hope so, because we didn't have any in there last time they checked or last time they published that information. The machines leave lines like the ones you can see on Google Earth under the ocean. Wow. That's a good point, Tammy. Okay, praying for you both, says Amy. Did you mention gold used for circuitry design for space travel? Gold doesn't erode. Yes, I did. That's what we were talking about. I didn't say it in those terms, but yes, that's what I meant. Because, they do that, right? Somebody please help Badal Kadadarkar out the door. somebody with a wrench. Just throw it at Badal Cantadoker if you haven't already. Because see, on this side, I don't see it in real time. You guys see it in real time over there. But I don't see it in real time on this side when I use StreamYard. Now, when I'm straight to YouTube, yeah, I see everything in real time. A couple of seconds delay. Hush money. Very good. And right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe they're just giving everybody a few dollars so that everybody will say, well, they had to do it. But then why do we send all that money to Pakistan for, that TG starts with a T, ends with an R, has a G in the middle of it. Study. I love Monograph. I love him. I love him. Because money give you a new way to say stuff. Marty Lauderdale says Saudi Arabia is considering accepting the Chinese currency for oil. Yes, that's correct. They are. And so the danger in having all of your enemies just side-eye you is the fact that they can always remove you from the equation. See, the folks that are side-eyeing us are people that are China's old. That's an old country. All of that stuff is old. Russia's old. All of that's old. Oh, we're the only one we're the new kids on the block. Okay. And so, yeah, they are going to sort of remove everybody out of the equation by just sitting there chilling in the cut, just looking out the side of their eye at us, talking about, okay, I see you. Y'all selling off all your stuff. We see you. Okay, take care of the doggies. Hey, Matrix, how are you doing? How are you doing? Back is allergic. I know that was funny, right? You got him. Crap, I got Charlie. Friendly fire. I'm so sorry. All right. But that's what I think. I truly do think that that's what they did. And so, I don't think that they were too concerned about the way that we feel about any of the funds that are being even taken out of the country, even now to date. I think because America has been in the position of just accepting what's done and not being able to, swing back, has put us in this place. So Maureen Olson says maybe that's why they put in the what to make it electric. Then they will turn it on in one day and boom, it's the end, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't think, I think if they had it in their hands, Matrix, if they had it in their hands, I don't think that they would be able to do the boom. You know what I mean? I mean, I think, yeah, they might want to boom everybody, but I don't think that they would be able to boom. If they could, they would, but they can't, so they ain't. It's not in their power. It's not in their power. They don't have that kind of power to do that, but they think they do. That's the trip. Because when the boom comes, it's going to be y'all going to handle all of that, and they ain't going to be able to accept it. They're not going to be able to deal with it. But see, the entities that have dealt with Yah, and they know who Yah is. So that's why they're running around trying to do all their dirt right now. Thankfully, you had a wrench, Charlie, or I would have booted you trying to get the bot. Phew. You guys are too much. Yeah, but that's the whole deal. Is that, yeah? So now you see them mining for the gold. You see all of the spaceships and all that stuff with the gold on it. I personally, and this is just me personally, I'm not speaking for my channel. I'm speaking as an employee of the channel. Just me personally, just a person. I don't believe man has ever gone to the moon, but then again, that's me. Why? Because it got the Van Allen belt, and I want to know what, I want to know what item here in this planet can penetrate the Van Allen belt. Okay? I want to know what happened to that scripture a long time ago that says no man's foot shall touch the moon. That scripture's gone. And then I want to know why I saw so many curtain rods. Let me come back on the screen for this one. Why your girl see so many curtain rods on the screen when I was watching NASA show us that? Why your girl see all of that? Why I see Reynolds wrap all over the place? Why I see shadows? Now this again is just me. Okay, this is what I am saying. This is not what anybody. I'm saying this. I don't. Why y'all have all of them? Why y'all have all of them curtain rods in them pictures? Oh, how y'all lose all that? How you guys lose all the technology on how to get back up there? Who lost it? Were they fired? Were they court-martialed? Were they a part of the military? Where they go? Where they at? Where they at? I'm just asking a question with an R. A question. I'm just asking a question. Okay, space may be the final frontier, but it's made in Hollywood basement. Okay. Okay. Out there with the San Francisco tree. Cut. Oops. Did you see that? And then to be so bold to keep playing it even as technology has increased. You keep playing it. That's a trip. Where am I? Here. There we go. Yeah. That's a trip. To keep playing it even as technology has increased tells me you ain't got no real good sense. You ain't got no good sense. Okay? You ain't got no good sense. All right? None. That you would sit there and put that stuff out there knowing good and well all the technology has advanced. And here you are putting that picture up there talking about, oh, but we lost the technology on how to get there again. You know, I sent a message to Ronnie early this morning and this thing was hurting. So I got up and I drank a bunch of water to try to flush my system. But here's what I ask him, because here's my question. There's two things that they question because they don't really have an answer to it. So what they do is they sort of jump over proving it to not deal with it. And the one thing, because I'm just saying, hey, I know Yah exists. I know that he exists. I believe in my heart that he exists. I believe that he sent his son. And I believe that his son, was persecuted and died. And I believe all of that. But when you tell me that you cannot put your finger on the ether, when you tell me that a part of the standard model, there is gravity, you just stick it in there, but you cannot understand gravity, and you a scientist, I submit that, you're a scientist, but science needs proof. You have to prove science. That's what I believe. I believe that science is the conversation, but you got to prove it. You make us prove what we believe, and we got history to prove what we believe, but you can't tell me what the ether is. You can't tell me where it is. You can't tell me between that little one ball and another ball what's filling the space. You can't tell me that. What is that? For those of you who understand what I'm trying to say, and then you come to me and tell me that you went someplace, but you ain't got the map no more. You went somewhere, but you ain't got the way to get there. Do you know the way to San Jose? Do you know the way to the moon? You don't? Oh, shucks. I really wanted to go. And then you got people trying to get you to go pay a whole bunch of money so that you could be the test dummy to learn how to get to Mars. And what I will say for Elon Musk is he was honest. He said, yeah, a lot of people are going to before we get there. A lot of people are going to get there is what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. At least he was honest. To let you know that if you spend $1 million, somebody ain't going to make it back. But we got your million and thank you because we're going to figure out how to get to Mars. That's what he's trying to do, get to Mars. Wow. I wonder what the Venetians would say about that. People trying to get to Venus. Love the bubbles in space too. You don't believe it either, Inger? I just can't. I'm waiting for them to find Chewbacca. Yeah, it's a tough thing, Charlie. I don't understand. And here's the thing. If you can show me that amount of radiation and you can show me a metal here in the earth that can go through it, then I'll sit down, I'll chill. I won't say nothing. I'll be quiet. But if you can't do it, boo-boo, don't expect for me to keep your secret. You tripping. That's all I'm saying. Let me see it. Just let me see it. Why can't you let me see it? Why can't you find them boxes? Where all those boxes go? Okay? I'm with Sarah. I'll take Genesis over NASA. That's all I'm going to say. LOL. I'm with you. I'm with Sarah. Me and Sarah, we came to the party together. Me, Sarah, Charlie, all y'all, we all came to the party. And the party didn't start till we got here, so we just want some answers. Okay? Because if not, to me, it's just like the Rougarou and, Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. These are all fairy tales and folklore. Unless you can reduplicate. If you cannot duplicate it, okay, then we got problems. We got problems. Because if you can't get through the Van Allen belt, which to me is another layer of heaven, it's a heaven. There are layers to heavens. There's the, there's the elemental heaven. There are several layers of heaven. And make sure I say this right, because if Ronnie is listening while working, he gonna be hitting me up. Let me correct you now. I love him. But there is this level that we are on. This is a heaven. We of course know of stellar heavens, which is beyond the heaven that we're in. We have atmospheric heaven, right? So you're telling me that you can get beyond atmospheric heaven? You can get into stellar heaven? I don't think so. I akin the Van Allen belt to the Tower of Babel's destruction. That's what I akin it to. You're not going to get through it. They're trying to get up here. Let's zap it. Let's zap them. Why are all of the long distance images of the Earth computer generated? See eyes to see 7-Eleven. Charlie Sigler agrees. He gives you the bull's eye, Sarah. Okay. Yeah, that part. So, Yep. That's exactly the way that I see it. I don't agree. So yeah, so now they're gathering up all the gold. What are you going to do with the gold? Who's really digging for the gold? I bet it's us. Oh, greedy selves. Greedy, greedy, greedy. Greedy, greedy. That's all, just greedy. America greedy. Telling everybody else what they can't do and we doing it. Telling everybody what they can't do and we doing it. Maureen Olson says, I think it's the doors that God puts with the angels when Adam and Eve fell. You mean like the cherubs? They put cherubs. He put cherubs there, didn't he? I think he put cherubs. Seraphim, yeah. And they had those eyes and all that. Ooh, man. We should come back later because we have to still finish up Ezekiel. Okay. And I think there was a purpose for the time period in between the last time we read the continuation and now. Because there's a lot of stuff that's happened. I don't believe that a lot of the stuff that we're seeing is really what we're seeing. That's the reason why I really don't even want to talk about a lot of stuff they do. I like to look at the stuff below the radar. Funny how there's no live feed camera pointed to Earth. You see, and once all these questions, because they're still dealing with us with the 1950s and 1960s mindset, because all these cats are still around from that time frame. Okay? They all around from that time frame, Tammy. And so their minds are antiquated, even though the entities that are in them still functioning. You know what I'm saying? They have old ideas, and that's the reason why you're going to see a lot of them leaving. Because I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it until they get up and roll out, because they too old, all right? And they're going to eventually just roll out. And this is going to prove out that, yeah, these cats don't need to be hanging around too much longer. They really don't. They don't need to be hanging out too much longer because we see them. Like I said, if you have a great grandmama who has been here and died, and that chick is still over there allegedly, okay, in London, see? Betty R said something. Betty R came to the channel about a month ago, and she dropped a nugget, and I believed that nugget. And the nugget was, ding dong, the witch is dead, the mean old witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Over there. You know who I'm talking about. And everybody was like, no, she's still around. I'm like, I don't know, you guys. Don't discount Betty R. I believe Betty R. And I think that right now they're doing some damage control to try to fix the situation. Okay? That's what they're doing. They're trying to fix the situation. Because I do believe that she's probably exited a couple of 2 or 3 times. No melanin in her body at all. I mean, absolutely zero tintability. Zero tanability. That's right there telling you that there's some ain't right. Very pasty. You got to have some melanin to fight off disease. Now, we all know that. Everybody. Some. I mean, look at everybody who's here. Look at Marty. Look, tanability. You see that? That's melanin. That's tanability. She's tannable. All right? Sarah Brown's another one that's tannable. She's got Native American blood. She's tannable. You guys all have tannable skin. Your skin can be tanned. It may take you a minute to tan, but you will tan. That chick, girlfriend ain't got no tannability. None. Okay? Queen E, very possible. It'd be odd for her to still be here. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? No, they don't, vine dressers. Vine dressers branch 2. No, they don't. Because that cat right there is aging. He aging like an old pair of boots that's been out in the weather for 15 years. The tongue is flapping and the bottom of the shoes is talking. The boots is talking. The boots ain't made for walking. Those boots is talking. So that cat's getting older. He's looking just as old as she is. She's looking just as old as he is. There's no difference. There's no delineative line between those 2 people. So here's my thing. We are dealing with entities that have been here for millennia, that according to the book of Enoch needed a host, and they found them. They found them in greedy, willing people who willfully and based on their heredity laid down their lives for their belief system and their cause. That's it. Yep. She does look better. She does. I saw him and I was like, yikes. I was like, really? Seriously? What's up with that? What is up with that? That's that. Yeesh. Yikes. Mama look better than the son? Something ain't right. Something ain't right about that. Okay? I learned early I'm tannable because my dad tanned my Oh, maybe that's the reason why we all okay. I mean, we get a little Bakatani on some things, but I will say this. I got the same tanning you got, and I turned out just fine. Ain't nobody ever had to come and bind me out. No, I set it out. That's a joke. Okay. Yes. Animatronics are good. Yes. Yep. She does. I think they want it to dissolve. Yes, I think so too. I think so too. That was a good one, wasn't it, Sarah? I'm on a roll, Charlie say. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to get on up out of here. It's about an hour. Lunchtime, chatting it up. Looking at they new way of getting the gold. And I know it's us. I bet you any money that it's us. I guarantee if we start looking deep enough, we're going to find somebody's little finger. Somebody's mitt. Somebody's paw. Yeah, we're going to find somebody's paw in there. We are. We always do. But there is one story that I have to bring you guys because I see they scrubbed a lot of the stuff, the reference stuff that I had already pulled. Thank goodness I printed that out, because had it been like the story that I was going to do on the guy over there that's allegedly beating people up right now with the stuff from the sky, I would have lost this. So I have to hurry up and put this story out because I've been following it for a year, and now I have some definitive news as to where this person that I've been following has gone. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it out like other people do, but I will definitely try my best. And I will definitely do my best. So make sure that you guys check it out. It'll be on Headlines with a Voice. And thank you for all of your input today. You guys keep me doing my thing. Thank you, Felicia, for all you do for this community. Please know that we love and appreciate you so very much. And I love and appreciate all of y'all. All of y'all. I'm that crazy person. I be even praying for people who don't like me no more. Marty, girl, I gotta tell you, I was like, I really am. What is? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know no other way to be. I don't know no other way to be. Much love, sister. I don't know much. I don't know, y'all. I gotta go get some vitamin D and dirty fingernails. Good chat today, y'all. We love you, sweetheart. Thank you for being here, everybody. I'm gonna go on ahead and say goodbye. You guys remember what we always say here on this channel, and that is that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High Yah. You guys remember to take care of yourselves, and then you can take care of everybody else. Until we see each other again, I want you to please continue to be blessed. Lockhart Perspective.